And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the one-man shed build. So at around 1 minute and 30 seconds into the video, I'm carrying a 12-foot 2x4 up a ladder by myself, and it's not the easiest thing to do in the world. So tip number one is have multiple people building something like this. Don't do it by yourself like I did. That's tip number one. If you have something that's physically larger than yourself or heavier than yourself, then don't do it. Like a 12-foot 2x4. That's twice my height. It's too big. Makes a lot more sense to have two ladders, one person on each end, and you have each person screw in the 2x4 on either end. The same principle applies to not only physical things but mental things, skills. There's times where people have skills that you don't have, and it doesn't always make sense to, teach yourself all the skills in the world. Sometimes other people can do things faster, cheaper, and better quality than you can. So in that case, it's a no-brainer. Go with other people or have other people help you. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is if you're building something like this, a wooden structure, then go with your local lumber yard. Their prices are often 20 to 50% lower than your big box stores like Home Depot and Lowe's. So that's tip number two. Tip number three, DeWalt. I'm not sponsored by DeWalt or anything like that. DeWalt, however you say it. And they make one heck of an 18-volt drill. I dropped it from about 10 feet high on the ladder twice, and it worked like a charm each time. I've had that thing for years now, probably about 5 years, and it's a beast. Tip number four, use square paper when designing a shed or really anything in general. It helps a lot. For example, with this square paper here, you can see multiple views. One square is a foot. You can count the number of 2x4s in the design. It helps a lot. So use square paper. That's tip number four. Other than that, thank you for watching the video, and keep on building cool stuff.